Hello. Also mein deutscher Name ist Jennifer Dräger. Der wurde mir von he was given from my adoptive parents, but my Korean name is 송경순, but it was given from the people in the orphanage, so it was not my natural name anyway. I was born in 1977 in the area around of Jeonju. So when I was 5 days old, I was found on the street, and with 4 months old, I was adopted to a German family. So I grew up in Germany, and 제니네요. 독일 와서
왔어요.
다시
오케이. 저는 제니예요.
저는 제니예요. Korea. Then I came back in 2014, and well, I can tell more about 2014 later. And in 2022, I was invited to a gathering of OKF to Seoul. Because of the pandemic situation, it was just 1 week and very short, and I really wanted to come back again, and this is now the time I'm back here again. I almost spent my 2 weeks here in Korea, and I took my daughter with me. For her, it was the first time here in Korea, in fact, and I wanted to show her my roots and a little bit what's Korea like. Yes. Yeah, I'm really sorry that I'm not speaking any Korean. I mentioned I grew up in Germany. I was a little baby when I arrived Germany, and I grew up in a German family. All my parents are looking very typical German, and I grew up very German. And my way of thinking, I think, is my culture is more German than Korean, and they never told me how to speak Korean. And afterwards. In university, I tried once, but it was very difficult. The teacher was Korean, and she expected me, all the Germans, not so much, but me, to speak better Korean. And I'm stupid like the other German students, so for me it was the same. And for me it was not fair, and I quit with the Korean language class afterwards. But I try. I can say 안녕하세요. I can say 감사합니다. 하나 둘 셋. Well, 핸드폰. 학생 is student. Yes, but more I all forget. Yes.
Mother.
어머니. 어머니. 오빠.
오빠.
Empty, my brain is empty, sorry.
Great.
Yes, yeah, it's difficult. I can speak a lot of Spanish and German, of course, but the Korean. Yes. I came here in 2014, and a German friend, she's living in Germany. She's Korean, but she lives in Germany almost 30 years. She prepared me a sign with all my Korean facts on it that I was found on a certain street and the date where it is and so on. And I took 4 paper with me just to put it on that place. I didn't expect to make more publicity, But afterwards, a friend helped me to go to City Hall, and they distributed newspaper article, and I got a lot of different newspapers like this here, spread all in the region of Jeonju. Moreover, I got some television, and after the news, they showed me on TV, just to tell that I made my way. I was a little baby found in the street in Jeonju, and yeah, a lot of babies died in the time also. Not all survived, but I survived, and I made my way very good in Germany, and I have a wonderful family. I have a photo with my family also with me, and yeah, here I'm here with this photo. My daughter was 3 years old. She already is 11 years old. But I have a husband and this daughter, and we have a good job, and we are doing very well, and we are very healthy and good situated. And this was what I wanted to tell, because I expect, if somebody knows, or if my mother is watching the TV or reading the newspaper, she has her life also, and life is going on, and she surely never talked about that what happened to her 45 years ago. So probably for her she's not able to say, hello, it was me. She's just watching the TV, and she has an impression that I'm good, I'm good in my life, and she feels she's healing as well. For me, in my point of view, is that for us, the adoptees, it's a kind of drama, it's a kind of separation, losing your own family. It's very hard story, but for the mothers and also the fathers, is a very difficult story as well. It's a hidden story. They are never able to talk about it, and you can't grieve about it. Yeah, you don't have if you have a child who died, you can go to the cemetery to go there, but they don't have any place, and they don't know where are we, if we are living, if we are on which place in the world we are. So for them, I think it's very tragical. Yes.
How about your adoptive parents?
Well, I was adopted via Holt. And in Germany, the organization, it was Tadesom, and they made a kind of selection of all the parents. But in that time, they didn't know how to prepare the parents. I got a nice couple. My father is engineer, and my mother, she's housewife. I have a 2 years older brother. He was adopted German, so he was typical German, but also with the drama being adopted. And so I grew up in that family. It's a good family. They did their very best, but then I never felt that they understood me. They always treated me like another German, just having the kind of typical, not the typical German hair, but inside all the experiences and I'm just like the other Germans. They expected me like this. And I tried to make it easy, don't make troubles. I made elementary school, secondary high, university as well. I have a master in sociology, philosophy, and Spanish. So I made the highest level of university in Germany. I had a really good work afterwards in the office of City Hall. But after my first trip back to Korea, I felt in a very difficult situation. I felt a lot of grief, and I was feeling like my life turned upside down.
It's when?
In 2010, I went first time to Korea, and it was like I've never thought about it too much. I thought it was like if drama happens, you can feel like it is something happening to another person. You can separate it from your own feelings, and that what I did all the time before 33 years. I felt like it's not a different if you are coming by plane or with nature. It's the same. I thought, but after that trip, it opened my eyes that I came out of the fog, and I saw that is way more than just coming up to the earth in another place. It is a separation from your birth mother, from your birth country, from your cultural identity, and I have never felt the grief about it. So I had took some time. I was crying a lot, and after that time, I decided to change my profession. Yeah.
What is changed about the time, from the time?
Well, it's kind of construction of adoption. You can say adoption is love, adoption is saving children, adoption is it's a kind of good thing. Just everybody is winning. But in my case, or in my opinion now, I see the other side, that all are losing something. For example, the adoptee is losing his or her biological family, their own culture. The birth mother, she's losing her child, and also the adoptive parents, they are grieving about not having own children, and you have to watch this triangle to understand adoption. To tell adoption is just love. It's a fake. Yeah.
What is the problem? In your opinion, problem of Korean adoption system? You can say.
The problem of Korean adoption
system.
What
is the problem?
Yes, I think you can see it in different ways. Korea has a very interesting history. Yeah, you have the Korean War, and after the war, all the people were very, very poor, suffering a lot. And I understand that after war, mostly all societies cannot handle their own children. Yeah, they need help for these children, or for the smallest in their society. But in my case, I was born in 1977. Korea War was already finished, long time, yeah, and Korea was starting an economic development, very, very strong, yeah, and the people were not suffering just like not having enough food. They are suffering because they have to work a lot and they are very busy, yes, and all. And the situation for the women was very, very bad. Yeah, they have to work 12 or 14 hours a day, and they cannot watch for their children. Yeah, so you have the situation without kindergarten and stuff like that. Yeah, so that was this one group of mothers who gave their children away because they thought, okay, probably in Germany or in the United States, that children, they get a nice family and a mother who stays at home and has time to watch it. Yeah. Another big group, in my opinion, is the unweaned mothers, and being unweaned nowadays is not nice, and still not nice. But in the 70s, it was like it's like. It's a shame, yeah. They had the decision to get kicked off of their family or stay with their own child on the street, or to give away the child and keep going on their life in their family. So you cannot claim them for decide to get rid of the child for save their own life. Yeah. So for me, if I'm talking about adoption, it's not a single case. I'm not the only one. It's now, till now, it's more than 200,000 children gone abroad. Yeah, that you have to think about. Yeah, 200,000 children. It means 400 parents, 200,000 mothers and 200,000 fathers are missing their children. Yeah, or gave their children away. Yeah. Mostly to the United States, but also to Germany. And I prepared something to show that we are quite a lot of people here doing some research, because 200,000 adoptees spread all over the world. Yeah, some days they are doing some research, or they are asking where do I come from. So they go to visit Korea, or they get to go to some films, or get to read some newspaper articles, mostly when they are in the teenager age, like 16, 17, but afterwards when they get married or when they get own children. Yeah, so for me, in my case, for example, I was 33 and I got my first I met my husband, and I was to build my own family. So when you want to make your way in front, you always have to ask, what is on your back? Where do I come from? When you don't know where you are from, you don't know where to go. So I had to turn around and discuss and think about my Korean history, my Korean roots. So yeah, that is what happens a lot of time, and we have a nice association in Germany. I don't know if you can show the internet. Yes, okay. Here you see, for example, Kolja. He's a friend of mine. I know him very well. Here is Cordula Jäger. She already went here for doing some interview. And, well, all them are searching or doing research. Here, Anja, for example, from Frankfurt, I know her. We are searching for, we have the question, the normal question all the people know: where are my parents? Or who are my parents? What's the name of the parents? Yeah, we don't want them to, I don't know what. We just want to have an idea who we are similar to, which kind of humor or talents we have. We are sharing from the families. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I'm sorry. It's a lot of things I'm talking to you, but there are so much to say about the situation, and like I told about the triangle. Yeah, you can tell a lot of the women here in Korea, and you can talk about a lot of things also about the adoptive parents, which are really not prepared to get children like us. Yeah, they normally, or in a lot of cases, they were not able to get their own children, so they tried to adopt. But the adoptive market, you can say market, in Germany was empty. There were not any more German babies. So my parents, for example, they said they wanted a daughter. It doesn't matter where she is coming from. So they took a Korean girl. And yeah, that's not fair. That the European world or the white world is taking the babies from Korea. Yeah, it's not okay. And moreover, they expect to get a baby, a happy little baby. But we came like babies, or some came like 3 or 5 year old children already, and we suffered a very long time. We are we went through fire, you can say, yeah. I was lying on the street 5 days old, yeah. I was spending my first month in orphanage, yeah, without any mother or without any help, like you can have like in family, yeah. And a lot of babies died, yeah, in that time, yeah. I have a friend. She went those days in Daegu to see Teresa,
Teresa, I know her.
Yes,
yes.
Mother Teresa. Yes. And she told me that when the baby came to the orphanage, that the second day there are some babies who gave up. They didn't cry anymore. They didn't eat anymore, and it's so bitter to see when children lose their family. Yeah, so. That is what they are suffering. And when the white parents are expecting a little nice baby, we came with that luggage on our back, yeah? And they were not prepared. I was crying half a year. And my parents said it was crazy. They got me, and I was very hungry. I was very in bad situation, in bad physical situation, not healthy, and crying half a year. Yeah, that was
So
very
you had a
difficult.
Very hard time
Well, what I
if your mother can see this on YouTube, what you want to say to her?
Well, I would say, Omoni, it's not your fault. Yeah, you are not the only one who suffered that kind of life. It is now more than 200 children gone all over the world, to all over the world. So you are not the only one, but I'm one of the survivors. Yeah, I'm one of the fighting babies who made the way to all the way to Germany, and well, I made a very good life. Yeah, I grew up in a good German family. They loved me and they supported me very nice. And I studied and I made a very nice life in Germany. And now I have my own family with my daughter. She's 11 now, and my husband, he's a lawyer from profession. Profession is a lawyer, so we are doing very well. Yeah, we have a good time, and I can afford to come to Korea. Yeah, it's a long way to come back here, and I'm coming back not because I'm struggling and I'm thinking bad about my mother or about you. Yeah, you know, it's. I had a time when it was hard for me to understand why I was lying on the street. Why didn't they give me to a police station? Why? I don't know. A lot of questions. But for me now, it's okay. I know there was some reason. And yeah, but anyway, I made my way. So it's okay. Yes. I really like to be in nature. Yes, I think I'm coming from the outside of Jeonju. I suppose always invented things. If I would have stayed in Korea, I would have lived in the outside of Jeonju in the small little green hills, doing some walking, and I really like rock climbing or being in nature. I have a very huge dog. I go with her every day, hours and hours out in the forest, and I love the nature as well. Like I have some chicken in my house, and I have a lot of animals. How do you say turtle? A turtle. Yeah. I have a grease turtle. Yes, and it's I don't know. Probably it's because if I see animals suffering, I have a heart like a very soft heart. I have to save all the animals. Yeah, and yes, my profession now is a natural medicine, like traditional German medicine, but combined with traditional Asian medicine, you can say. I make some acupuncture, I make some manual treatments like physiotherapist, or you say in Germany osteopathy or osteopathia. It comes from the United States, I think. And I run my own business, and I'm really happy now to do this kind of work. I'm helping people to get healthy and find their own way. And I think my life, coming from Korea all the way to Germany, fighting my surviving and doing all the best here, all the drama, I survived everything. I survived it. Yeah, it helps me in my business, in my job, to help other people also to get over their own problems. Yes, they to get over and to get healthy in their mind and in their heart as well, like in their body. Yeah. Yeah, it's a kind of identity as well. Yeah, I was searching a lot of time. Like, I'm not the typical German, though I'm talking just German, and I have German habits. Yeah, you can say I'm sometimes. Sometimes Germans are like, if I think right, it has to be right. Yes, a little bit not like very flexible, yeah. But yes, but the kind of identity for me, discovering or getting to my roots, helped me a lot of getting to my best form, like person, yeah. And for me, it's a mission to help all the people to get their best version of themselves, yeah, to develop their own personality, and not to be afraid to live their life, yeah. Tomorrow I have to leave Korea, and in fact I'm always when I'm leaving, when the plane is going to leave the ground, it's a kind of a little bit feeling hurt that I really don't know when I'm able to come back, and I feel really a little bit upset, and but also I'm looking forward to see my husband and to see my friends, to see my dog as well, and that's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. It's incredible, yeah. But I have a friend. It's a story beside, but for me it's very personal. I have a friend. Her name is Tina, and she died on cancer last year. And then I went to her to kindergarten. I know her from 3 years old, you can say. We went together to school, and she was my best friend. And when she before she died, she said she wants to give her money to people who her heart is going with. And she gave me money to make this trip to Korea. So yeah, that was that's really heartbreaking. And her family, I know her family or her mother very well. Of course, I was a lot of time in her house, and I made a kind of cacao group. We have WhatsApp group, but here it's the same like cacao group, and I'm sending her the videos and things what I'm doing here in Korea, and she's going with me, and as I told her that. For me, in my feelings, when I'm going to Korea, I have here my ancestors, yeah, my ancestors, yeah, and Korean are celebrating a lot of the ancestors, yeah, and that my friend Tina is here with my ancestors and waiting for me, and yeah, and being beside to me here, and it was really touching.
You can say thanks to her.
Ja, Tina, du bist du bist auf jeden Fall hier dabei gewesen und ich danke dir sehr dafür, dass ich die Möglichkeit hatte, hierher zu gehen und all das zu sagen und auch zu spüren und dass du einfach dabei warst. Danke dir. Ja. Well, but all the emotion are good. The grief is belonging. If you have love, if you won't grieve, you won't laugh. Yeah, you would not have laughed. If you laugh, you feel all the loss and all the grief afterwards, and that's also the fact when you are talking about Korea. Or when I'm talking about Korea, I feel the grief not to know my birth mother. Yeah, not to know what happened to her or what happened in that situation. And not to know why we were separated, yeah. It's sometimes it's very hard to feel, but also it's a part of all of this story of adoption. It means it's a loss. It's a losing somebody. Yeah, it's nice to meet you, and also I think it's time now here in Korea that the women are supporting each other and they are talking about what they are really feeling inside, not just to smile and say it's fine, to say okay, I'm feeling not good, and it's helping me to talk about it, to open yourself, it's helping, it's healthy and very important, and I think it's important that Korea is doing that step right now as well. To being more yourself and not just a role in society, not being just pretty and doing just the pretty things. It's life is not just pretty. Life is, it's dust sometimes. It's fire. It's ice. It's all. It's not just a pretty smile.
What makes you decide to search for your mothers?
I always had the question, I wanted to know my original name, or now where I was born. Long time, 33 years, I thought I was born in Seoul, because on my passport is written Seoul, because the adoption papers were made in Seoul. But afterwards, I found out in my adoption file here in Korea that I was found in Jeonju. So I was looking on the map, on Google Maps, where the hell is Jeonju, And then I said, okay, if I'm from Jeonju, I have to look what is Jeonju like, And when I discovered, okay, Jeonju is like that and that, I said, okay, Jeonju is not such a big city like Seoul. Probably somebody is...
Traditional city.
It's a really beautiful city, and it was one step after another, It was not just I have to go and find. I said, okay, I'm next visit in Korea, I would like by my own, just with one other adoptee friend, and we will visit a little bit Jeonju and walk around and talk to some people, and with my 4 paper, I will put them on the wall and just did. But in Jeonju, I visited another friend, the sister of the friend in Germany who made this paper, and she and her husband took me to see some places, and I told him my story, and he said, we can try something. We can go to City Hall. Probably they help. And then it came like this, that they wrote a newspaper article and sent them to all the regional newspapers. And after the newspaper were written, the TV came, and the bigger TV came and made the kind of documentation about also the adoptee situation. And so it was just like happening, It was not like I have to find there. It's like, okay, why, if it's possible to get the space to say, here I am, and I made my way, I can show that I'm still living, still alive, and I'm fine. It is nice. I want to let her know, or to let them know that we are big survivors, So So I made this kind of research, and that was 9 years ago. Yeah, and this time I said, okay, I have to show my daughter Jeonju, and if I'm in Jeonju, I can try just to tell to No송동 community center. I went there. And I sent you also the newspaper articles, and they attended me very, very nice. And it was tricky because it was memorial holidays, and
Yes.
I had to go on one day. On the same day I had my train back to Seoul, and it was fantastic that they make all 13 newspapers. It came out, yeah, and I think the television is quite big, and after the 8 p.m. news in the region, so there is a lot of space where it went through. So. Yeah, and I said, okay, why not? If 9 years ago, they are, well, I'm not now 45 years old, and if she was like 30 years old, she would be at now 75 years already. Yeah, if she was just 20, better for me, just 65, but you can expect them that they are not getting more and more older, so they are going to die. So if I'm coming back again after 9 years, surely nobody is going to remember, and it could be the last chance. So I decided to go to No송동 Center, and they helped me to make this kind of newspaper again. Yeah.
Okay. Looking back at your journey, what advice would you give to other Korean adoptees who are considering search for their birth mothers?
If I can give advice?
Another Korean adoptee, what do you advise to them?
Well, I think everybody is different, yeah? Yeah, everybody has their own way, yeah? My way was to go to make a newspaper article and go for television or go for an interview here. Not all, they feel strong to make this, or they feel like, no, it's not my way. And it's the most important thing I think is to feel what your way is like, and then just to do what you would like to do, yeah, because all the people, your adoptive parents or their friends or people, they say, you have to do this or do that or do that, or just take you over there, and you are going for, I don't know which place you have to see. You have to visit Lotte Tower and Namsam Tower, and I don't know where they take you, and you just want to sit there and drink a coffee and observe just the street, yeah. You have to say what you like to what you want to do, and then you're not doing the trip for another person. You're just doing it for yourself. So feel free to say what you like to do. Yeah.
Oh, great advice. Okay. Another story. Do you want to talk about?
I don't know. It was really heartbreaking for me last year. I have a good other adoptee friend, and she was searching 20 years, doing research to find her family. She came, her first trip home, or first trip here to Korea was very early. One of the first, I think it was already in the 90s. And she had her file in her hand, and she were looking around in the file, in the hold here, and she saw that were written a name of her mother and the ID number. So she decided, or she said, why can't we get in contact if here is written her name and her ID? And afterwards, this paper was away. They said it didn't exist. And she were turning around and around and say, "It was I'm stupid, or what the hell is happening?" And she came year after year. I don't know how many years. She came again and again and again and asked for that paper. And always they said, "No, there's no paper. No, Anjo, Anjo." Huh?
Where? Holt or?
Holt, yes, yeah. And last year she came again here, and I think something changed with the administration of, but then the new social worker said, yeah, there is this paper and there's written a name and an ID. We can send 3 letters to her. Then we have to wait, I don't know how many months, and then we can try another one. But they send a letter to her mother, and they are now reunited. Yeah, she went that year again to Korea to meet her mother and her. She has now 2 brother and sister. Half brother and sister, and they are in good contact, and she's very happy. Yeah? And she said, "It's interesting. I have the same habits, and I if I look to my brother, I see so much from myself to her in his face." And that was all the people we always missed. We are not similar to nobody. Yeah, we don't have the nose from your father or from your uncle. We are the black child there, the black hair, and all the people are tall and very very fair hair. And yeah, okay, you're not similar. And that was really nice. Yeah, and that made me hope it's worth to come here back again and make the newspaper article and talk about it. And yeah, so that was one story I wanted to tell you. That is not just doing nonsense. Yeah, not losing time. Yeah,
losing time.
Yeah,
yes.
it's worthful, and it's worth.
The information is hers, but Holt has the information, but they didn't.
Well, they have limitation. Yeah, you have you know, if you're an unmarried mother, yeah, and you have a new family, yeah, for example, a new husband, yeah, and you never told them that you have born once a daughter and gave her away, yeah, so it is not allowed or not nice to disturb her, yeah. You have to protect their personal data as well, yeah. So it's okay, yeah, that they don't send letters and doing some I don't know what, yeah. So you have to be a little bit sensitive in that space also, yeah. I had another case. They got reunited, but the mother said it's possible for me once to meet you just one time. Another time it's not for me, okay, because my family doesn't know that you are existing. But I wanted to see her just one time again in life. Yeah, it was heartbreaking. Yeah, and you never know what you are when you are doing research. Yeah, you never know what you're finding. You can find somebody who says, okay, I don't want to be found. I don't want to get contact with you because it's a shame for me, and you feel. How do you say in English? Rejected again, yeah. And the rejection is one difficult point for us, yeah. We feel reject from our biological family, so it's hard if they cannot handle it, and you feel another second rejection. But this is what when you are doing research. You have to expect also, yeah. You don't have to be very blind on or thinking life is just rosa, and if you're getting reunited, it solves all the problem. No, then mostly problem started. Yes. No language, the culture is totally different. They cannot expect that you behave like a good Korean woman. You're doing a lot of nonsense, or we are not the good. We won't be the good Korean daughters. we are a mess.
I have two daughters.
Yeah, now time is changing, but in Germany it changed. I think like 50 years before. So we are like your daughter's a mess, doing whatever you want. We are a little bit more free in our behavior.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks for your story. 저는 제니입니다.
저는 제니입니다. 저는 제니. 제니예요. 저는 제니요.
블랙핑크 제니. 블랙핑크. 제니 is 블랙핑크네.
제니.
Say again. 저는 제니입니다.
저는 제니입니다.
블랙핑크는 아니에요.
블랙핑크 아니에요.
엄마 보고 싶어요. 저는 송경순입니다.
it's
어머니 보고 싶어요.
어머니 보고 싶어요.
저는 송경순입니다.
저는 송경순입니다.
예.
예. 감사합니다.
네.
It was pleasant. It was really nice. Thank you. Okay, goodbye.
Okay.
Thank you.
오늘 이렇게 이야기 들려줘서 감사합니다. 감사합니다.
감사합니다. 안녕히 가세요.
네, 안녕히 계세요. 내일 독일로 잘 돌아가시기 바랍니다.
Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Mein deutscher Name ist Jennifer Dräger und mein koreanischer Name ist 송경순. Das ist jetzt auf Deutsch. Okay. Dann auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss.
What? 단?
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
See you again.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Or you can say tschüss. Is like 안녕.
안녕.
Tschüss.
I know. Guten Tag. Guten Morgen. Ich liebe dich. I know.
사랑해요.
예. Ich liebe dich. Okay. I know. Yes. Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. Mein deutscher Name ist Jennifer Dräger und mein koreanischer Name ist 송경순.
네, 저는 이현이었습니다. 안녕히 계세요.
안녕히 계세요. 저는 제니예요. 독일에서.
어머니 보고 싶어요.
어머니 보고 싶어요. 감사합니다. 안녕히 가세요. Ich bin Jenny Dräger. Ich bin aus Deutschland. Ich grüße meine Mutter. Danke. Sorry. You try not to laugh. You're laughing.
오케이.
저는
저는 제니예요.
저는 제니예요. 독일에서 왔어요.
어머니가 보고 싶어요.
어머니
보고 싶어요.
보고 싶어요. 제니는요. 독일 왔어요.
다시 오케이. 저는 제니예요.
저는 제니예요. 엄마 보고 봐요.
Again.
엄마 보고 봐요.
어머니?
어머니 보고 싶어요.
Again.
어머니 보고 싶어요.